Well, the reason why I chose a lot of artists for this show was because a lot of the artists in this show were like my close friends, and a couple of them like they're not really uh, like within like the local art scene out here too much, you know. Like you would never see like a person like Daniel Suarez like in an art show or something like that. But he's a very, very talented individual, and he's also my good friend, and I would love to see him represented. So a big part of this art show was giving like a space for people who I feel like are very talented but aren't represented enough. Like Seth came to me like a while ago, and I've always been a big fan of Seth's stuff. And he was like, yeah, maybe you can help me get into the scene a little more, and I really appreciate it. So I knew like once I got the opportunity to do this show, I was like, Seth's perfect, you know, like that's why I wanted to revolve around people who don't really have a voice out here, get thrown space for the first time, and they can really like, you know, like stretch their arms out and really like show the world what they got.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel like the outcome was? Like how was making it all come together?
Well, yeah, I feel like extremely grateful and very blessed. Like the whole like process of having the show come together was like super stressful. Like I ended up like quitting my job. Like I remember like I was like losing sleep and I was like stressing all the time. You know what I'm saying? But an opening night, like I was so grateful to see like 300 people come through, and my own
More than 300, honestly.
yeah, more than 300, and like I saw like artists' parents come here and my parents, and like that was really humbling, and I was like just beyond grateful and super, super happy like about the outcome. Very grateful. Yeah.
How do you feel like it changed you?
I definitely feel more confident in this kind of role. Like I've never done anything like this before. I usually like to sit back and, you know, just let everybody else do their thing. But I definitely feel more confident taking the lead now.
Do you feel like it gave you exactly what you wanted?
Well, if I'm being honest, I'm kind of like, I guess a dreamer in a sense. Like, you know, I used to fantasize about like, oh, dude, this show will happen, and then like, boom, next day I'll be in the Guggenheim or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, like realistically, like this was perfect. You know, I made a lot of good friends, I made some memories, and I got to show my art. I got like my friends to be able to show their art, and like I'm just happy everybody's happy. So I'm definitely very satisfied with the outcome. So like for the last year or so, I've been like doing a lot of sculpture, and the whole sculptural thing started off as like just like taking a space like a bathroom and then rearranging like the key elements of the bathroom, like the bathroom mat, the faucet, the mirror, you know, the tile, and then like making it into like a little geometric shape. But that soon evolved into like just learning more about materials and how like they add to each other and complement each other. You know what I'm saying? The chair and the skateboarding kicker, like the angles from it are like inspired by like brutalist architecture and stuff like that. Because I like as I grew as a sculptor, like I realized that I really liked the idea of like 90-degree angles, and like not only is it like aesthetically pleasing to look at, but like in skating you can like skate it, you know. So like it just felt right. And so the premise of this whole like installation right here is to create like a little strange living room. I guess this is actually literally my living room because all this stuff is like in my living room. But, yeah, so like the backdrop would be like a little living room, and the key elements I wanted to like showcase were the VHS sculptures. So it's like a painting, an actual sculptural piece, and then the actual VHS stills on the ground within the stand on like in an installation. So I felt like it kind of hit on everything, like, you know, like 2D painting, and then sculptural 3D, and then like, you know, like an installation that you can actually come and like be a part of, you know, and like sit down and just kind of like stretch your arms and really like embrace it in a way. But the big thing I wanted to like showcase was the sculpture and like the installation and like the painting, like they all incorporate VHS stills from VHS videos I've made throughout the years, and the stills are printed on canvas, and then the canvas is stitched onto fabric. And why I did that was I felt like when it came to sculpture, like the feeling you get from it, it was always like really, really personal, you know. It's like I look at something and I see something distinct that like I feel, you know. But I wanted something a little bit more like that could reach other like a broader audience, you know. And the VHS stills were all like pretty popular, like among my friends and stuff like that. So like the VHS still is just I thought it was like an interesting touch, and it touched more people. Over the years, like I've really liked the idea of like being like a blank slate. Like I don't know, like I admire a lot of different people from like a lot of different like realms of artistic creativity. Like I really love like industrial design. Like Ross Lovegrove is a huge person I look up to, and then I really enjoy architecture as well. Like just Zaha Hadid and fucking Makoto Sei Watanabe. Like just like different people from like different realms of different creations. Like I really enjoy. But when it comes to my own stuff, like I really want to create something like genuine and original. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to draw too much inspiration, but I'm definitely like in awe of those things, and it inspires me to make something on that level of awe, but not necessarily like I would take from them, you know.
Where do you see yourself in your work?
Where do I see myself in my work? I guess I don't really see myself in my work. Like when it comes to my work, it's like I come up with an idea, and it's not really necessarily about me. It's like about different like concepts I like, or different philosophies, or like different ideas that I want to express. So the ideas isn't necessarily like, oh, like I'm feeling sad, like I want to express this sad idea about my personal life. It's more like, oh, this idea would be interesting if this material mixed with this material, and it was stretched onto this shape, you know. I try not to get too personal in my work or in really anything, but I just like the intellectual side of it. Yeah, thank you.